If you got a small gaming channel and you tired of seeing screens with no progress, you tired of checking that YouTube studio only to see you still ain't getting the views you want, you still ain't getting the watch time, no subscribers, I got a 90-day plan that's gonna get you right, and I'm gonna show you what I did, what I would have did, and what I would do if I went different routes with it, if that makes sense. So if you're new and you're just starting off, or if you got some skin in the game, you've been posting some videos, you've been getting some views, you got some subscribers, you're gonna want to find a niche that you can dive into and really cultivate a community with. You know what I'm saying? No matter how small of a niche or broad, it doesn't matter, but you want to make sure that you can supply something to this audience and keep up with them on a consistent basis. So we had simulation basketball leagues and football leagues that was definitely serving its purpose here in these early days. You see on these daily views, we get 100s, 50s, 30s, like it's ranging different days depending on if we're streaming that day, if these teams have a game, etc, right? So that's one thing, right? Just niche down and just supply for that community. So now we're gonna go to this little next step that I kind of threw in there to try to initiate some more growth. So as you can see right here, like I said, just doing the league and community things, keeping up with them in the Discord, doing having an Instagram, right, doing graphics, and just serving the community. I was able to find some consistency and grow the channel. But here's where the explosion came. Here's how we got this 148,000 views, 16,000 subscribers, so on and so forth. We made $907 as well. So this is how we did it. I knew that Undisputed was coming up right now. I'm in more so the 2K and Madden / college football lane with my community leagues, but I knew that Undisputed was getting ready to drop, and I already had the early access. And these are some of the tips that you want to take, whether you want to note this or keep the timestamp of the video, but you want to know your audience and then also anticipate things that they may be interested in. So I knew Undisputed was coming, and it's a different lane. However, because my audience is mainly sports fans and they like to see themselves in our simulation style, I know that the boxing setting is something that we can do that with. So I wanted to make sure I had a plan to try to capitalize on that market and bring my community in at the same time. So like I said, on these days here, everything is serving its purpose. And as you can see, these are 2K and college football videos. I'm gonna go ahead and just let you see videos and streams of 2K and college football of our league, right? So now here's where that plan comes into play with bringing my community, my niche down community, anticipating that this game is coming out, and just knowing my community. I was able to say, okay, let me put a plan together for this Undisputed drop. I know I can do some simulation things, but what else can I offer to this new community, as well as bringing in my old community? And I knew how-to videos. Let me really dig into this game. I had early access on the PC. I'm like, let me really dig into this game and just get an above average perspective on what the game is trying to do and what the game is trying to get us to do as a customer or consumer. And with me taking them strategies, locking in, I started to do live streams, just playing early access because news was coming out that the game was coming. And here's where you're starting to see that shift, and where you're going to begin to see that shift. So September 25th on a Wednesday, you see 10 views, and that's the last thing we streamed was over here, and it was college football, right? So with the news dropping of Undisputed, I said, you know what, we're gonna lock in and we're gonna get this plan started. I said, okay, we're gonna show them some early access, and I know that's gonna get new people coming in that's anticipating the game on console to just, okay, let me get ahead of the curve. As you can see here, we had a game stream, but then we started to do the career mode gameplays. We started to do live streams and career mode gameplays for Undisputed. And on that first day, September 26th, let's go to September 26th, 391 views, which is a pretty good uptick from what we was getting here, if you're following me. So we got 391, which is a really good uptick, and it's just letting me know, okay, The plan is working. With YouTube, guys, you're gonna have to be patient. You're literally building an audience for yourself on the go, especially as a small gaming channel. You know, we're already a specific niche, you know what I mean? But these are the tips that you want to take to capitalize on the market and get your community pushing forward and growing that channel. So literally, look, from September 26th, 391 to the 27th, that work that we was putting in, that those pre-recorded videos, the next day we jumped to 2,000 views, guys. Like, everything in here is important, and I'm trying not to cut too much in the edits because all of this is just super vital information for you guys to really follow to help grow that channel. So the next day after implementing our plan that we had anticipating Undisputed was coming out, we jumped to 2,000. We got a dip here on the 28th because we might not have posted anything. No, we didn't. We didn't post anything. So we posted again on the 29th. So we get the slight dip on the 28th. But look at the dips compared to what they were before. This dip on the day we don't post, we're still getting 942 views because those people are watching that career mode video. They're watching those streams. You catch my drift? So they're following. Now we getting these new people in, plus our community that's already listening and saying, okay, now we got boxing now. You know, they're watching their games as well as anticipating and being excited for boxing. So, you know, stay with me, guys. Stay with me. Like I said, everything is very important. So as we go here, the dip was 942, like I said, right? But we putting in work, we grinding. So the 29th we post again. The 30th we have a game. So we still doing what we need to do for our community. We still streaming our games for our simulation league, and we also now providing more context, providing more for this new niche, this new game that just came out. We're providing more for the people that is looking for that game. I did a how to build legendary fighters. I remember I told you I did the career mode to just get ahead of the curve, learn the game. I had early access, knew when the news was dropping, and knew when I wanted to do, you know, when I wanted to start implementing my plan. And boom, we dropped a how to build legendary fighters video, tips and tricks part 1 on September 30th, guys. And that is very important because look at this, 28th, look how quick it happened. And that video is still the biggest video on this channel right now. It has about 31K, and this is all in the last 90 days. So follow me and look, now we get 8,000 views from the dip because we didn't post. We get in our bag the 29th, the 30th we dropped a pre-record, we dropped a couple of streams, we dropped a couple of pre-records and a couple of streams. So we was getting to it. I started clipping the streams as well, giving people information, just serving, you know, the new community. And here we go. Consistency. Be as consistent as possible. As we are starting to get higher peaks and higher lows, the reason why you want to stay consistent and provide value in so many different ways is because now on your off days, or even the days that, you know, you're grinding, being more consistent, providing new value, now the older videos are starting to pick up. They're starting to also continue to do their thing outside of you making the new videos or live streaming and connecting with a new audience every day. So as you can see, on the 6th of October, we posted a short and we posted a live stream, and we reached another peak that day. So not that those videos were even the top videos, right? Or that those videos were responsible for the peak. It's now the older videos. It's now the work and the consistency that we put in before that is now starting to take shape and lap over into what is going to be our new peaks. So once again, even on the off days, look at these lows. They're continuing to grow. And although the peak didn't get higher here, right? Although we haven't had a peak like we had here, we are still consistently getting higher numbers on a consistent basis than what we were. And as you can see, this trails off. I'm gonna tell you why. But you gotta stay tuned for that, because what we're trying to do here is just give you guys the plan and the frame of mind that you got to go into when trying to grow your channel over these 3 months. You feel me? You really gotta lock in, take these tips, take notes, and really digest what I'm saying, because I'm telling you, you can do it. You can do it. You just gotta know your audience, guys. Know your audience and know the anticipation of the things that's going on around your audience, the interests of your audience, and even where your strengths lie. You know what I'm saying? I know in the simulation world, you know, I know that's one of my strengths. I know that I can build community there. So if I'm able to build community there, as I put in work to build community there, I can start to, you know, take that community other places. And as I take that community other places, we're gonna grow in those other places, gain new people, and so on and so forth. So that's a pivotal part of the process. And before we get ahead of ourselves, we're just going to continue to walk this down. And now the game has been out for some time, right? So we're still providing value, but I don't want to do too much or pigeonhole myself in one area, right? I haven't started the simulation leagues or the tournaments for Undisputed yet, because it's updates and a lot of things that need to be fixed with the game. So that's where you're starting to see the trail off, right? Also, I told you guys I'm more of like a grind until I burn out. We got about 700 videos on this channel within just the last year and a half. So like, I've been putting in so much work that now that we've kind of built the audience, and I feel like I have the necessary tools to hit the algorithm when needed, I am scaling back to a more quality over quantity approach. But within the first 90 days, it is very important that you're consistent. And I don't want to say you want to have a quantity over quality approach, because everything you do, you want it to be quality on YouTube, right? And you want it to be quality for your audience in general. However, you do want to start to niche down a bit, not niche down, but you do want to start to, you know, scale it back a bit as you know, grow, because you want, when you hit that algorithm, that people are like a bit blown away, and that takes a little more time as you start to grow. And you'll see with your channel, as you start to grow, some of the things that probably was working for you early on, you're gonna start to have a little bit more responsibility, because the timing of how you do it, and you know, the way your audience is receiving it, people get tired of certain things over time, and you got to be innovative. You, as a creative, you gotta, you know, keep pushing forward and bring new things, new stories to your audience. So, you know, with that being said, as this game has things to fix, and as I'm trying to go to a more quality over quantity approach with the channel, I'm scaling back how much I'm doing, but when I'm doing things, it is meaning a lot more. So you know, if you stay for, you know, the part where we're talking about the 90 days, I can give y'all a little bit of quick insight on the last couple of, let's say the last 28 days, and why this strategy for the last 90 days still is very important for, you know, even what's going on my channel now and the success I'm having on my channel now. So I'm intentionally scaling back, which means things are going to be low. It's not going to be going as high as the same rate, but with me taking them same principles and strategies into you know, my new way of doing things, I can still have the same success. So I still want to reach higher highs and lower lows. What you see is happening. We on our way to another higher high, still in large part by some of the videos that we did back then overlapping and still having value. So that work that you put in early on is still very important. As you can see, we still tended to our audience when we can, our core guys, with our simulation basketball league and our football league as well. So as you can see here, we was just doing more league things, back to our regular scheduled programming, because we're always gonna, you know, serve our core, right? So we're serving our core in the last 28 days, and look at what the lows are now. They were just 32, 19 and all that when we was you know, focusing on our core before. But now, because we implement that 90-day strategy in the last 28 days, our lows when we just focus on our core are high from a channel perspective, because people are still watching those other videos. Those views are not specifically going to only the league videos, but it's now a combination of the views from those videos and the views from the membership video. So I mean, not membership as in you're paying for it, but actual core, you know, subscribers. So that's, you know, that's literally the game plan, guys. And we could keep you know, just showing you how it's applying to right now. But as you can see, I didn't post anything undisputed here until we reach another peak, you know what I mean? And I kind of know these things because this game is more relevant, it's newer right now than the other titles. Or not that it's more relevant than the other titles, but my audience and the plan that I put in play, it's kind of more relevant right now because my newer followers are from Undisputed. So I know if I really want to reach a high, I know how I could get in the lab, you know, inform that Undisputed community as well as my community, and, you know, drop the right video to, you know, get that leap when I want. And knowing your audience, knowing your channel, knowing your analytics is super key because you know, you can do these strategies and literally see it work for you in real time. If you guys want deeper help onto this, man, I don't even have anything set up yet, but I do have a Patreon. Subscribe to any tier to Patreon, and hit me in the Discord, and the link should be in the bio, and we gonna get to it. I'm gonna give y'all, you know, the game, fill y'all in. But look at the new highs and the new lows, guys. And now we can, you know, do our community stuff, and we can drop, you know, the informative videos for the Undisputed crowd, which serves both our community and, you know, new people who's, you know, anticipating this game. So, you know, it's a beautiful thing, man. And I'm telling you, man, get in tune, get in the lab, drop those videos. And I just dropped another, you know, how to build legendary fighters, right? Because of the success of the first one. It was at like 28K when I dropped this one, and this one is now taking off. This one is now starting to take off. And look, I'm not even posting, and look at these highs. We reaching higher highs and low lows without even posting, guys. But when we post, once again, when we post and want to provide for our community, the community that we're taking time to build, taking time to strategically build, look at what we're able to do, man. This video is about to go crazy. And when we go to this next video, like when I do another video like this for you guys are gonna see, man. But I hope I pretty much cover everything as far as, like, you know, what I was thinking and what I was doing. I hope it wasn't too broad. I didn't really literally want to go into like each video or anything. I think I kind of went in detail and was showing you guys at what points, you know, how I was thinking and what I was doing. And, you know, for the part where I was saying I would give you guys some game on like how I would do other games and things of that nature, is I would just utilize them same strategies, you know, the same way you see fit. If it's 2K, do how to build videos, like, you know, point guard builds, power forward builds. Like, you have a range of things that you could do to stretch out these topics. If you do Call of Duty, do class builds, you know what I'm saying, or assault rifles, you know what I mean. You can do like assault SMGs, you can do snipers, you know what I'm saying. And each of those guns can be a different video where you're providing value and things of that nature. So seasons also is a good way to capitalize on that anticipation to start, you know, your uptrends. You know, if you know a season is coming out, and in 2K it's the Vince Carter season, they got some fire rec jerseys. You know, think about doing some rec content. Show the rec jerseys, show the court, and just do a video on that, just to, you know, get you going and get some people reeled in. And if you're making quality videos, if you're, you know, doing it the right way, if you're already locked in, you're gonna be good. Trust me, there's no way. And if you need deeper help, like I said, I'm here. I got y'all. Welcome to the Moolahverse. It's your boy Cheek. Hit that like button, subscribe as well, man. It goes a long way towards you know, helping us grow and continuing these uptrends, man. And I can give you guys this information. I'm still a small YouTuber, so I'm not trying to talk like I got it all figured out, but for the most part, most of the plans that I've been trying to implement, and me just understanding my analytics and my audience have been, you know, serving me really well. And, you know, each one teach one, each one reach one. As I grow, I want you guys to grow as well. So let's do this, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Hit that like button and subscribe. Peace.